Philippa, this is an interesting memoir to adapt because the book is so full of Helen's thoughts and you get so much detail and searching from those words, but there's no voiceover here or an inner monologue. So you're just watching this person close off themselves from the world and keep people at a distance. How was it depicting this work that is so internal on the page into a film, which is naturally voyeuristic?
That's such a good question. We were blessed with Claire Foy for one thing. She is our secret weapon because Claire's ability to convey emotion and to convey feeling is absolutely second to none. You put the camera on her and you look into her eyes and you can see what's going on inside her. So I didn't really feel that we needed voiceover. The other thing to say about Helen's prose, when you really examine it, it's actually very, very active. It's very visual and it tells you what's happening all the time. And often there is a lot happening. There's scenes of hunting which are very, very tense. There's things that go wrong. Although it's much less interior than you think when you start actually examining it, Helen's language. It's very active, actually. And what I love about Helen's language is it is incredibly energetic and full of vivid description and vibrancy. And so my job and Charlotta, the DOP's job, was to bring the visual out of Helen's language because it's intensely visual. And so I felt that our job in not in the script, yes, a little bit in the script, but in the film was to give that intensely visual and cinematic kind of vision for our audience. For example, with nature, with the nature photography, with the hawk photography, when we're in the hunting scenes, and try and capture that, and with our soundscape to make it an auditory, visual experience. So that's what we want to do. I never wanted to have voiceover because I think in a film you have to do something different from the book, but which is utterly inspired and grounded in a book.
Yeah, I think you pulled that off for sure. And Helen, your
Oh,
father
thank
was Helen, your
you.
father was such a talented photographer. I was looking at his photo of the broken water main and the worker just walking away with a cigarette. It
With a
appears in the film as well.
cigarette.
It's
Yeah.
so funny. What did it mean for you that your father's photos actually got to appear in the film and be a part of that lovely speech at the end? Because I can't think of a better tribute.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, I mean, when I realized that there were real photos, he were going to use his real photos, it was just such a special moment, you know. And the film, in fact, is a kind of bricolage of a whole bunch of real things that are kind of woven in. So the cameras that Brendan Gleeson uses playing my dad are dad's real cameras that my brother loaned to the production. There are photos in the book that are mine. If you look at the scenes where, Claire as me is in a house, full of, moldy coffee cups, but there are lots of things lying around on the walls as feathers and stuff. They're all my things. And Claire, in fact, even wears a Hawking waistcoat that was the same one that I wore when I flew Mabel. And there's something almost like religious relics about these. They kind of brought the past into the film and made it real and anchored it. And just giving audiences a chance to see my dad's real work. He's gone, but his work lives on. And like all great photographers, he captures these perfect moments. And, it's what the film is doing. It's turning into these moments of visual purity and beauty, a great truths about the world. So yeah, no, the whole thing it's just been magical, and completely bizarre to me as well. Like what? A film about me and my life. This is very strange.
Yeah, it's incredible they got to use some of that real stuff in the film. Thank you guys so much for your time and congrats on H's for Hawk. I really thought it was beautiful.